Thank you very much for joining us. Well, it's another time on Serious Matters, and my name remains Olukunle Abrams. And of course, the two faces you have beside me are faces you're used to. Well, to my right, I have Jumoke, you know as your Milano. How do you pronounce that again?
Medlani Pump.
Oh, good. You teach me that very well. And to my left is your own MC Top Secret, and of course you know them. He does Let's Talk About It on ONIF TV. She does Love Affairs. Of course, you want to say hello to them?
Yes, I welcome all viewers from where you're watching us live.
Okay, thank you very much. Top Secret.
Like I just say, now welcome to Let's Talk About It. Hey, but today is I remember your co-host MC Top Secret, #1 finest husband material.
Thank you. Don't do. Well, I don't know whether he's trying to advertise himself like he wants to get married and is looking for. Anyway, we are not to do that today. Now, we're just going to talk about we're going to look at one particular issue, one of the trending matters, and why I'm bringing us together so that, of course, we share ideas, and of course, you also can look into it and pick one or two things. And it's first about the issue of Chidima. The girl that was said to have murdered, the suspected murderer of the TV CEO Ataga'S, who unfortunately was stabbed to death. Maybe I should start with ladies first. Maybe I start with ladies first. You see, I've looked at the whole story. Going forth and back. In fact, I was first of all carried away by what the media said, everything they were just saying, and everything I was pointing towards Chidima. And just some days ago, I just began to have a rethink about it. I'm not saying Chidima was not involved, but I think there is more to it. What's your opinion about this whole saga of this, the late CEO's death?
To my own opinion, I think as time goes on, the truth will reveal itself. Okay, let's previously we've had cases like this, and at the end of the day, by the time everything was being investigated upon and the truth truly revealed itself, to me, I think there are more ends to that man's death. While I was going through what Kemi, the lawyer, said, she said Chidima shouldn't be held responsible solely for yes, for what she did, because to me I think there are more higher hands than the way we say it. That just
Thank you very much. Maybe I should just point that to you again. Don't you think Chidima, because for me Chidima looks innocent. Yes, don't you think? I don't know. What's your opinion?
To me, I'm a guy, so I have to think differently from the way she thinks.
Yeah.
Now, we've seen a case whereby a wife single-handedly killed her husband. You get it? Now, can we just say, okay, maybe they gang up together to kill the man? So, in this case of Chidima, seriously, I can say she killed. She killed the guy. Seriously, because
she killed him alone.
She killed him alone. Seriously, because ladies have many tactics to bring a man down. I tell you, sir. She can actually drug him to make him weak, then torture then torture him. Let's forget the look. Seriously, that we have many people that have innocent look, but they are very deadly inside. Some people, in fact, they used to take notes from some ladies. So I can say maybe she killed. So
Okay. Well, for me, I got to know that there was a later check on the body of the late Ataga'S, and it was discovered that there were, traces of torture. His hands were bound, and bruises on his bodies, and there were more than she mentioned. Chidima said she stabbed him twice in the neck and one in the stomach or something. But there were several. In fact, his brothers. Well, I think his brothers said there was at least 5 stabs on him. As against what Top Secret is saying. What do you think? Do you think Chidima single-handedly, no matter how much she had drugged that guy is a brilliant guy. I don't want us to put that fact aside. That guy was a successful guy when it comes to entrepreneurship. That means he was a very brilliant guy. So you can imagine us coming to the conclusion that Chidima just came in and just drugged him and then just went ahead and started tying his hands. I mean, even if I may borrow Samson's case, Delilah did not tie the hand of Samson herself. He begged some people to come and help her to tie it. What's your opinion?
Yes, thank you very much, sir. To my own opinion, according to the forensic results, I think, like I said earlier, if you should check deep into that issue, there are more ends. I'm still on that existing protocol because, you know, the fact that they were both drunk, they were both high, you know, that's one of the effects of drug abuse. Let's take, for instance, let's assume that this man was not drugged, or maybe they were not both together with drinks and all that. That man would have been able to at least fight for himself and all that. And this girl in question, while she was being arrested, she didn't drag the issue with them. She confessed without being tortured, without being, you know. This girl, to me, she's still naive, she's still young. She doesn't even know anything, because if you should watch that video clearly, she was saying she doesn't feel good about it. And one of us, the effect of that drug is still reflecting in her. It's still reflecting that. If we should persist on this case, I can bet you will be surprised, because even in this country, no one is safe. So in everything you do, you always have to watch your back. Because there are a lot of people that, you know, they beef you and they will try as much as possible to do anything to bring you down. So that guy might just, this girl in question might just be a bait. A bait. Yes. Thank you. I think I'll drop my opinion at that point before I go back to top secrets. You see, I feel that Chidima was a bait for that man. I just feel that because when you consider the fact that she did not enjoy the sex that man had with her, then why did you, if it was something that she did that she was a part of, like she's been a part of the relationship, she's been in that relationship, why would she say she did not enjoy the sex? Were you not willing to have sex with a man that you went to lodge in an hotel with, in an inn with, and you know all that, and you say you didn't enjoy the sex? I personally felt that, maybe the sex was not a part of the whole script. Yes. You understand? Maybe the people who are supposed to join her in the whole saga did not come in at the right time, and then sex had to come in, and she wasn't okay with it. You know. Now, I think we because of our time, will you just give us, maybe, I will not say your last word on this particular thing. From what she has said, what would be because you said earlier on that Chidima, you know, she killed that guy single-handedly. Are you telling me that a 21-year-old girl, you know, forget about the fact that drug. Yes, there are some drugs that will weaken you, but most of the time, drugs gives you unnecessary agility, strength, prowess. You understand? You are able to do things that you will naturally not do. So you are telling me that Chidima single-handedly tied this man's hand to the back. That means that all the while he was being tortured and being doing all that, nobody could hear that somebody was shouting. You know, even though this place is a studio, at least somebody outside will still know that something is going on in here. You understand? So what do you want to say about that?
Like seriously, Jumoke already said my mind. Seriously, she now, because this thing can also be a setup. Because where they use is an hotel, and I'm very sure no matter how someone is stabbing, you will make noise now. Yeah. But at least those people are
somewhere in the next chalet or
in the next room supposed to hear.
Yes. The place is actually not an hotel like that. Okay. It's not an hotel. It's an inn. These are chalets. These are apartments in Lekki that you just rent out. You can rent for 1 week. Okay. You can rent for 1 day. It's a small apartment. It's just about this whole place, maybe one and a half of this studio. Then in this place, you just have a small place that is cut out as kitchen. You understand? It's one apartment, it's one room, but it's an apartment. It's not like an hotel, but I still agree with you because there are other apartments. It's not the only apartment. So the only one why would he be? So that means he did not talk. He didn't shout.
So I really want to.
Okay, well, because our time is fast spent, let's give our last. Let's give our let me say advice. Right. Now, for me, you might not like what I want to say, but the truth is, I looked at it, and when I look at that girl, I still see her as an innocent girl. I still see her as an innocent girl. Yes, she has to pay the price for what she has done, whether she was the one that single-handedly killed or she was part of the killing, and so that's murder. Now, I see failure of parenthood, failure of parenting. I see the failure of, parents there. They might not be the ones. You might not be the ones. Maybe somebody close might just be watching this video. You might not be the one in the coffers of the police, but Chidima is dragging you in the mud already. Your name is part of her name. And so if that girl has been trained properly, if that girl was being watched, taken care of, I see students in school. I've come across students in school whose parents don't know where they live, whose parents don't know how they pay their rents, whose parents don't know how they eat in school, whose parents are just waiting and they go about saying, my child is in university of this, my child is in polytechnic this. You don't know how your children do those things. Those girls go about doing wrongs and doing all sort of things. The guys go around, doing like illegitimate business to make sure they make ends meet. And you are waiting at home, and I don't know. That's my opinion. Your closing remark.
I would like to say this is not all about parenting, like I say, because there are some parents that they will train their children the right way, but the children will choose the wrong way themselves. And this 21st century now, the way our parents brought all our daddies up is kind of different from the way these modern parents are bringing their children up. Those days, they beat their children. Okay, you did the wrong thing, beat you to quit. But nowadays, if you try it now, your children will just sue you or put social media and people will start talking. Okay, this is how to train your child now. But now, this thing has come to this now. People are starting to blame parents. I can say parents are really trying, but the thing is also from the child.
Sure.
Are you also training yourself the right way?
The right way. Thank you. So I am talking about the parents. He's saying that you, who is being trained, you also have a part to play. Delani.
Yes, mine will always be different, and you know why? Because I see things differently. I'll be focusing my attention on prayer group and inferiority complex. This girl in question, she's a 21-year-old, an adult at that. If I checked one of her previous pictures and I related it with the present one, this girl, the way she was living her life, she's this kind of person that is used to dressing extravagantly. And, she's used to that, because I just couldn't fathom what a 21-year-old lady would be doing with someone 29 years older than you. You want to feel among, you want your friends to say, yes, I'm there, I'm on top of the world. So pressure group. You shouldn't allow your pressure from your friends get into your head. You should learn to stay on your lane and focus. And also, don't make what anybody say, affect where you're going to, because everybody has their own uniqueness. And at least make your own uniqueness. Create your own boundaries out of your own uniqueness. That's what I have to say.
All right. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Top Secrets, and thank you, Melanie. Is it Melanie or Melanie?
Melanie Pumping.
Thank you very much for watching. God bless you. Well, we'll be coming your way again. Of course, I believe that whatever we've discussed here, what we'll be discussing again, there are things that will help the police, because I feel that the investigation should not stop with Chidima. I think it should still go further. And, I don't want it to look like every other case. Like when we just hear to this level, we don't hear anything again, But I wish we would get to the bottom of this and see oh, really? And so this really, really happened. Well, we're going to be doing another video shortly. Thank you very much for having us. God bless you. Bye-bye.